So, I have here a super cool Squier Strat that pretty much came this sort of layout, black maple and the white pickguard, and I figured, you know, I could do a few different things. I could do like a Gilmore black Strat. I could do a Blackie, you know, but the only problem is Blackie, Eric Clapton's, had the smaller headstock. And I could do like an Eddie Van Halen white, you know, black and white stripe, the original Frankie, which had originally, you know, a larger Fender style headstock, or, you know, made in Japan Ritchie Blackmore Strat. So as I was sort of playing around and toying with ideas, the Blackmore Strat idea really kind of started to come to the forefront, just because this really has sort of that vibe to it. So I did a couple of changes, but basically just stock, this Strat really sounded nice. It really sounded strong and full, with a nice top end, but a really nice bottom and lower mids to it also. It has the vintagey style tuners that I like. It has like the slot, and you put the little the string end into it this way, so that you don't have any sharp edges sticking out, which I kind of like. The neck is chunky, but usually I don't like a thick neck, a you know, big like baseball bat kind of neck, but this really feels great. And it's just it's set up really nice. The strings, the action and everything, I set up just how I like it. It has, of course, the big headstock with, you know, the Stratocaster thing, which is really part of the look. I put a different white pickguard on it, and all the knobs and everything are slightly aged. I don't know if you can see that, but they are slightly aged, just from, you know, other Strats and stuff, Squiers and whatnot. I changed the pickups in it. The pickups in it right now are some pickups out of a Strat. They aren't the original pickups, but they are the Seymour Duncan designed pickups from an older Strat that I had, one of the first couple of years that they were doing the Duncan design. And this originally may have come with Duncan design, I don't know, but it had different pickups in it when I picked it up. I picked it up used. So I put those in. They are the Duncan designed, with the you know, El Nico, I think 5 pole pieces. For the bridge and the neck, I stuck a couple of ceramic bar magnets onto the bottom, so it just has a little more output and a little more sort of bite to it. I did replace the tremolo block with a solid brass block, and it brightens it up a bit. I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep it. The original like zinc pot metal, whatever it is, seemed a little, the tone seemed a little rounder, maybe, I don't know. But again, I also put brand new strings on it, so I don't know if the strings are a little bright. I don't know if they'll, like 2 weeks from now, they'll wear in a bit. Another thing that I really like about this guitar is it's really quiet. Okay, so that's the hum canceling, sort of in between switch position, and that's the single coil hum. So as you can hear, it's really not super loud. I'm playing it through a Marshall tube amp with 2 cabinets that I built. Subscribe and check out my other videos. You'll see all about this cool cabinet. But I really like it. It's pretty quiet. The neck pickup I'm not totally in love with. I don't know if maybe I'll take the ceramic magnet off of it. I think it's maybe a little too powerful. You know, but it seems to just have a little too much push on the amp, a little too much gain, and I think a little too muddy. The bridge pickup, as you can hear, has some actual clarity to it. Whereas the neck pickup seems slightly muddy, but I don't know if I'm, you know, really gonna change much. So that's about it. It's really cool. I like it. I have the tremolo decked because that's how I like it. I don't like it floating. I know, of course, Ritchie had it floating. And I am looking for the thicker 1/4 inch bar style that he used, because I have snapped a couple of these and it's not fun. Also, at some point I will scallop the fretboard, just because I like it. I know that Ritchie didn't have it scalloped. There's some question in like 72 or early 73 he had a Sunburst Strat, a 72 Sunburst Strat with the bullet truss rod. The 68, I believe it was, that he used on Made in Japan did not. It had the truss rod recessed with the little walnut, I believe, around it. This has just black plastic, but whatever. The custom shop Made in Japan Ritchie Strat is, I don't think they're still making them, but even so, they were like just way too much money. This complete start to finish, including a couple of upgrades that I did. Oh, and I upgraded the electronics and stuff, the pots and switch and everything. Was, I don't know, I mean, less than $200. It stood me. So, I'm totally fine with the fact that this isn't a walnut insert. But there was question about the sunburst one that he had, where he may have started to scallop the neck. There's a couple pictures where it really does kind of look scalloped in a couple of videos, including whatever it was there, the Beat Club or whatever they did, the video with like the weird pulsating liquids on the screen in the back and stuff. I think it was green screened or whatever. But it really looks scalloped. It's hard to tell. But at any rate, I like a scallop, so I will definitely do that. And I am fully aware that at the beginning I did a rainbow tune, a riff from a rainbow tune, and obviously that is not made in Japan era. But nonetheless, I think I redeemed myself with the little Smoke on the Water intro from Made in Japan album. But anyway, this is a really cool Strat. I really like it. It's cool. Tremolo worked really cool and all that. I like it. So, rock on.